Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of MidRank Madness, and today it's going to be a High Diamond Random Patch 4.1.4 edition of StarCraft 2, which means the latest balance patch should be pretty good. The Zerg player says I'm Zerg and stoned. Cool. In the bottom right-hand corner of the map, it's going to be the Red Terran player. CaQcMtIVSL. We're going to call you CaC for short. And in the top left-hand corner, it's going to be the blue Zerg player, Morthos from Druids, as he's stoned. So, all right, man, good luck with this. So, major changes in the patch. We talked about it in the podcast a couple weeks ago. Nothing was changed to what they actually decided to release. Hydralisk upgrade Muscular Augments was split into two separate upgrades, one being 25% boost to speed off creep, the other one being a +1 increase to ranged attacks for the Hydralisks. Terran, on the other hand, Ghost no longer has Cloak by default. You also have the auto turret back, but the range at which the Raven can cast the auto turret was decreased from 3 to 1. Before, when it used to exist, it was 3, now it's 1. So the Raven has to get right on top of where it wants to drop that auto turret to get it down. So I'm not sure. Are we going to see anybody trying to use the Raven at this point? Gotta contact Ketrock. That's what I gotta do. Find a Ketrock replay of him using the new Raven and see how that works out. I bet I can get him to do that. So no Raven, but we will see the new Hydras, I think. I mean, I put out a all hands alert, all red klaxon alert stuff to send me replays on the 4.1.4 patch as soon as it went live. Put that on Facebook and Twitter, and got a response. Got a response from one of these players. So we'll see who it's going to be. And I actually don't know. I mean, I assume it's going to be Hydras will be in use here. I don't know if it's the Zerg player that sent this in or if it was the Terran player who sent it in because they got attacked by Hydras in his EVT on 4.1.4. Either way, Morthos is going for a third base in that pocket expansion pretty darn early here, man. But there is absolutely no pressure at all from the Red Terran player. He's going... that's a... Whoa. What is... That was wiggling a little bit. Did I lose? Something's loose. Something's loose, but I think we're okay. I think actually I should check. Please hold. All right, we're back. I don't know. I just get freaked out when sound cuts out on my end. I can't hear what's going on anymore. I worry that something went wrong with the recording, but we're okay. We're fine. I just don't want to do that thing where sometimes I cast a 30-minute game and it wasn't using the right microphone input for the GeForce experience, and then I just... It's a nice OBS cast, right? OBS only cast of something like a TVZ with TLO, and it just makes me so sad. I have to recast the whole thing. First world problems. First world problems. All right, so this is diamond level. These players are going to be, what, APME about 100 or so? Yeah. For the Terran players, Zerg players sitting at closer to 83 on average, but he is under the influence of marijuana, so maybe that slows him down a little bit, chills him out a tiny bit. He's going to send out 6, nope, yeah, 5 Zerglings. Where the heck's your other Zergling, dude? Did it die? No, he's got 6 of them. 6, 2, oh, he's up here. He's scouting for proxies. All right, good job. Good job, Zergling. Keep that going, friend. Always be scouting for proxies. So the Lings are here. Are they going to try to drop is the question. They very well could, but these Marines are prepared for this. CaC says, no, you're not going to come in here. I've got Marines going to shoot down your Overlord, and I actually haven't expanded. So this is a 1-basing Terran versus a 3-base Zerg here at Diamond level. This is very interesting indeed. Speedling's checking to see, is there a pocket expansion? No. Oh, this guy's on 1 base. I got to be ready for this. I absolutely have to be ready for whatever is coming out of that Terran base, or bad things are going to happen to me. Evolution Chamber coming up for the Morthos, and here comes your drop. So it's a 4-minute drop instead of closer to the 5.5-minute drop when you go 1 Rax expand into this. It's 2 Widow Mines and 4 Marines. Now, Widow Mines, again, not as good as they used to be, in as much as after they fire, they are now decloaked until their cooldown comes up. So Burrow being researched by Morthos, interestingly enough. Is he going to try to drop lord this? I just don't know why he would, honestly. So Drop's going to sneak into this natural base. There are Spore Crawlers popping up here. Queens, Lings as well, ready to rock. Spore Crawler getting some nice shots off on... Oh, are they going to get the... Wow. Gets the medevac. Widow Mine's getting some nice shots off there, but in the end, completely dead. 5 kills on the Widow Mine. How many drones went down? 6 total drones killed. But in exchange for a medevac and 4 Marines and 2 Widow Mines. I just don't know that that was cost efficient. Look at this. 325 lost for Morthos and 600 total lost for CaQ. So yeah, just you can't. That was not a good engagement for the Terran player. Ling's running in. Is there a natural base yet? No. Widowmine friendly fire does do some damage to its own Marines there. I want to say that was on purpose by Morthos. That was a good play. If it was. Baneling Nest coming up for Morthos here as well. Ling's trying to get a surround. Widowmine gonna fire again. Friendly fire damage there too. Can the Lings get in? Ooh, did raise the supply depot just in time there. So the Ling's able to hold map control. You're not coming out of here unless I say you can. Is this drone going to throw down a hatch? This drone is going to throw down a hatch to the natural base of CaQ. What BM? What BM from this dude? Oh, man. Oh, the burrow. Oh, and he burrowed Lings here, too. So CaQ's going to come down and see there's a hatch. I got to take this down, and there's nothing defending it, so clearly I can kill it. But no, secretly, there are 6 Zerglings down there just waiting for this to happen. This is such BM. Out of Morthos. Kind of like it. Kind of like it a little bit. We'll see. We'll see if it works out for him. Gonna unload. I don't know if these Lings can do anything about this, honestly. Ah! Surprise Lings! They all die instantly. Yeah, I was gonna say, this is a lot of Marines and a lot of Hellions, and you gotta cancel that hatchery for sure. There you go. There's the cancel. Drone gets killed too. And finally, CaQ might be able to expand at the 6-minute mark. It seems iffy. Baneling's coming up for Morthos here. Lings running on down. Any sign of a... There we go. Lair timing. About 50% complete. The 6.5-minute mark. It's late, but it's just been Ling pressure. Ling pressure from CaQ has been way more effective than it ever possibly should be. Cleaned up that drop pretty nicely, which does help. Helps a lot. And here come the Lings and the Banelings for Morthos. CaQ waiting for it. Waiting for it. Waiting for it. Running on in, and whoosh. Goodbye, Zergling. Goodbye, Zergling. All right, he's going, man. Ling's in first. Baneling's actually waiting. What are you waiting for? I don't know, but wow, is he retreating? Is he giving up on this natural base entirely? Dude, CaQ, you have to expand. I don't know how you're going to win this game. It's 3 base to 1 base right now. Technically, Morthos is only up 2 drones. 2 drones. That's super oversaturation, right? Yeah, that main base for CaQ is crazy oversaturated. And they did increase the mineral field count just a little bit. So you can survive on this a little bit longer than you would think you'd be able to. Roach, there we go, Roach Warren and a Hydroden coming up at the same time at this natural base for Morthos. He's double expanding as well. He is playing the day 9 game of when you're ahead, get more ahead. I believe is how they generally try to explain that one to us newbies. Ling rolls in, sees there's still not an expansion. Overlord sees there's not one in the pocket expansion either and says, okay, this Terran player is toast. This Terran player is toast. There's just no way. There's just no way at all that he's going to win this thing. 46 to 32 Harvesters. Morthos has been working on it, working on those drones. He actually chose to go Groove Spines, increasing the attack range by 1 for the Hydralisks instead of Muscular Augments, which is just the speed upgrade now, mind you. So we went for range instead of speed, which just means your attack's going to be slower. The Hydra's going to be built back here. They're going to walk across the entire map. Takes more time for them to get there. They're also not as zippy being able to retreat from situations. That was kind of part of the big deal, especially in ZVP, was that Hydras with speed and range were deadly from distance and also could dodge storms, could get out of the way of Colossus and things a lot better. And here comes a big old drop. Flies right over most of the army of Morthos. Morthos says, you know what? I can defend that. I'm going to come in and kill your natural. How's that sound? And the answer is bad. CaQ, you got to come back, dude. You're going to lose your whole natural base, and that's it. I mean, you're going to base race this thing. I don't feel like this is going to work out well for you. So many dead things with this natural. All right, the drop, the hope, the great hope for CaQ. Going to unload inside the main base. He's got Hellbats. He's got Marines. Queen gets an inject down before she dies. Ling's rolling in, but Hellbats doing that wide area fire from the flamethrower cones. Roach is getting murdered at the same time. In production are more Roaches here. Lings trying to tap on in here too. Nope. Goodbye, Lings. Goodbye, Roaches. This is a crazy game, actually. This drop doing way more than I thought it would. I thought Morthos would be prepared for it. He saw it coming from clear across the other side of the map. Hydras are in production, which is going to help. It's going to help a little bit here, but it's only 2. I mean, you're getting mined out. CaQ is, but he just killed the main base of Morthos, which, thankfully for Morthos, he didn't have the Hydralisk Den or the Roach Warren up here. Would be bad news bears. Lings, Roaches, Hydras in the production for Morthos. He's trying to make this thing work. It is exactly 78 to 78 supply, which is kind of hilarious. Spine Crawler, Ling, Roach defense. Oh, no. CaQ trying to hold the ramp out of the range of the Spine. and bait the Zerg forces in here, and then he comes down. Oh, the Banelings, though. Wait a second. Were those burrowed Banelings? Did I not see? Oh, they were. I made the mistake that CaQ did. He didn't see these, and neither did I. What beautiful placement. Oh, man. Sacrifice some lings here, kind of unnecessarily, but bait, bait, bait. Hey, come on, try to kill us now. Bam! Nicely done. That was game-changing play. Hydras, now you'll notice they've got the range. And on creep, they're still fairly zippy, but off creep, oh, and that's the well play, they're still slow. Okay, so that's your difference. That's your difference there. Hydras, if you want fast, long-range Hydras, you got to spend 200 in order to make that happen, and build 2 Hydralisk extends if you want them to be made simultaneously, or if not, then wait. So it really screws up mid-game timings for Zerg, especially in ZVP, but it's not what this is. Regardless, crazy little 10-minute game. It's going to be a sneaky twofer here in the MidRank Madness at 4.1.4. So got one more coming. Stick with me, and we'll see how good that one is. Welcome to game number 2 of our sneaky twofer MidRank Madness. This will be a game between Morthos and Santa Slayer here on Blackpink, the ladder edition. In the top right-hand corner of Blackpink, we have the red Terran player. His name is Morthos. Ah, he goes random. Terran this time. Random diamond. Props, man. Much respect. And in the bottom left-hand corner, his opponent this time around is going to be the blue Protoss player, Santa Slayer. Why are you killing Santa? Don't kill Santa. That's bad. All right, now the big thing in this particular matchup for patch 4.1.4 is that Stalkers can now kill Marines in 4 shots. All right, so it used to be 3 a long time ago. It was 3 shots, and then in 4.0.2 it was 5 shots. And now they've settled on a sweet spot where it does enough damage to do 4 shots to kill a Marine. That is kind of a big deal. It's a really big deal for Stalkers versus Bio. Now, in general, you don't want Stalkers versus Bio once the upgrades kick in for the Terran, because fully upgraded Marines and Marauders with Stamen Combat Shielding, Concussive Shell, and Medevac support, Stalkers melt. They absolutely die. But in the early stages of the game, when you can really start your own snowball that gets you in a good spot in the mid-game, Stalkers killing Marines in fewer shots is going to be good for the Protoss player. So that's a big deal. Disruptors also had some changes wherein they actually fire the Purification Nova immediately instead of a slight delay that they used to have, so it will shoot it immediately. Also, it shows you exactly how far you can shoot the Nova before it runs into the effective edge of where it can go. I do want to actually say that particular delay does not apply if you're using a Warp Prism. So if you're using a Warp Prism, there is going to be a delay of 0.7 seconds. You unload the Disruptor, there's a 0.7 second delay before you can actually shoot the Nova, which there's a lot of these little 0.7 second delays in the game, and it's for the pros. It's not for us. It's not for me and for you. Because honestly, if somebody drops a Disruptor in my mineral line, it would wipe my stuff out, even if there was a 0.7 second delay or not. So, you see what I'm talking about here. Anyway, Morthos is throwing down a very quick engineering bay. Bottom section, kind of towards his natural base here. In his natural base, technically. And he's also has this proxy barracks. Oh, where he's got Marauders. So proxy Marauders with Concussive Shell. We saw Special do this. We saw Special do this in a Gauntlet Global Open a couple of weeks ago now. He did that in a TVT against Future of Terran, a 15-year-old North American Grandmaster who is up and coming for sure in the sport. Future of Terran, like that guy quite a bit. All right, there's a pylon up here too from Santa Slayer that Morthos actually scouted. So I think we're okay there. And here's our Stalker. So these numbers are not going to be that much different, but 13 damage versus Armored is 18. It's been bumped a little tiny bit. And again, the big thing, according to the Reddit thread that I read about this when the patch came out yesterday, was 4 shots to kill a Marine. Now the question is, there are Marines. Okay, so Morthos is making Marines, which is good. It's going to show us this quite a bit. Marauder comes back home to kill this pylon, which actually slows down the aggression a little bit. He really wants this dead. And I guess I can't blame him, although Warp Gate's not done. You can't have Warp Gate done quite this quick, even if your Chrono Boosts are perfect. But better safe than sorry, I suppose, is what Morthos is going for here. Yeah, we've been trying to decide. There's been a lot of discussion as to whether these changes to the Disruptor will make them usable, because if you watched any of WCS Leipzig, you will know Disruptors were not used, period, in any matchup, especially against Zerg, which is where they would be most needed, where they were used against Hydras to great effect before changes were made to them. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to watch some more of the pro stuff on 4.1.4. I'm going to try to find a pro game on 4.1.4 to post on Thursday. So watch for that. Wednesday is going to be a 4.0.2 cheese compilation. That's what that one's going to be. It's going to be the last of 4.0.2. If you want cheese to be in the next cheese compilation, make sure it's on 4.1.4 before you send it in. All right. Clear, clear. Clear as mud, you're saying. All right. Marines throwing down, or shooting down, another forward pylon that Santa Slayer tossed up on the top right-hand corner of Blackpink, very close to Morthos' base. But I like the map awareness that Morthos has. He has put absolutely no pressure on the Protoss player. Zero. He doesn't know where he is. He doesn't know if he's expanded. He doesn't know what he has. He's just making sure there's no forward pylons. And this probe has somehow managed to escape detection fairly well. But everybody's coming home. Everybody's coming. All the little small groups of Marines and Marauders. Everybody's coming to this front door. Working on Stim here is Santa Slayer 2. Does he have? He doesn't even have a starport. Does he? No, man. He's just going for this. And it's going to be Zealots and Stalkers. And look, the Zealots are getting some shots off on these Marines. They're dying a little bit more quickly than you would expect them to. Zealots mostly absorbing damage. If you don't have charge, they're just there to tank against the Kiting Terran player. Yeah, absolutely. So the Marines getting picked off fairly well by these dudes. This is pretty excellent defense, I say, from Santa Slayer to this point. And yes, the Marauders are scary, but not that scary. Not even with Concussive Shell. So a good hold there by Santa Slayer Marines, trying to join their group at the front and recognize their group at the front is gone. Actually, these guys don't recognize that at all. Hey, don't, what are you, why? Alright, bad rally, I suppose, happens to the best of us. Alright, Morthos, what's your follow-up, dude? Now getting a factory. Almost a 6-minute factory here. I don't think it'll be done. Nope, won't be done at 6 minutes. Does he bring this barracks home is the question. Ms. Majamech here. Oh, that's a good reference. Good reference to the StarCraft 2 player, I believe. Stalkers going for the counterattack. There's a planetary fortress in the natural, though, so good luck with this, Stalkers and Zealots. Go in the main. Go in the main. Do not try to take this thing down by yourself. Don't. Remember when I said don't? I said don't do that. Don't try to kill the planetary fortress with gateway units. And Santa Slayer said, you know what, Falcon, you're wrong. I was right. I was right, but oh, this is bad. This is bad for the Terran player right now. What is it? Just a handful of Marines. And again, the balance of power has been changed here. Stalkers way better than they used to be. And that's it. A good game out of a Santa Slayer. Morthos is your winner. Excellent. Excellent. Good couple of games to illustrate what we're looking at here on the balance patch upgrade. All right, so I'm going to try to get a Ketrock replay for us to see how exactly Ravens work. And then also a ZVP to see if the Hydra timings are changed as well. So Thursday, you'll see that 4.14 stuff, but hopefully this is enough to sate your appetite for the latest balance patch of StarCraft 2, Legacy of the Void, because that's going to be it from me. All right, this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of Mid-Rank Madness. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
Before us, our honor guides us. Me with you, you with me. is one. From order we find justice. Our duty is unending. I feel your presence. We are as one. I sense a soul. A soul in search of the answers. May the gods watch over you. Inshallah, adu. The path of ascension is before us. Our honor guides us. Me with you, you with me. We are as one. I sense a soul. A soul in search of the answers. May the gods watch over you. Kushala adu. I sense a soul. A soul in search of the answers. May the gods watch over you. Kushala adu. I sense a soul. A soul in search of the answers. May the gods watch over you. Kushala adu. Kalarulas. Naramulas. Aklaranas. Naslara.